Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Bob Warden and welcome to this inbox review. We're going to be taking a look at a Takom kit here. It's going to be in a whopping 1/35 scale and it's going to be an MQ-8B Fire Scout. It says 1+1, basically it means there's two in the kit. Does look like a cool one. I do like a little bit of a drone one. I do find they're kind of a bit quick and easy because you haven't got to mess about with cockpits and canopy masking and all that kind of stuff. Can be quite easy. So you do get two in there, so you probably have time to build the two. Box art looking quite good. Got some markings being shown around the sides. This is color info and profiles by Ammo as well. Right, so yep, let's take a look in here. Right, so first off, not many sprues. Now this is all doubled up, so you know we've only technically, I do believe there's about 3 sprues, one bit of photo etch. You get like 2 sets of decals as well. Right, so let's take a look at our first bit. This is our main surface detail going on here with the main fuselage part. So if we have a look, it feels very nice and smooth, very crisp as well. These recessed panel lines are looking so crisp, right? Just having a look at like those 90-degree angles, see if they fade. Maybe a very slight bit, but I mean it's not that bad. Recess, no, we have raised rivets as well where they're due. All sorts of kind of internal detail going on there, a bit of fan detail. We have a bunch of sort of blank tape panels as well, so there are panels on here that you kind of put on there. It just gives you lots of different sort of versions and whatnot to add a bit more accuracy to the model. Bit of the underside here again, consistent surface detail with that. We've got 2 types of noses on this as well. The surface detail on them is looking just like the rest of the kit. I mean, okay, 90-degree angle, there is a little bit of fading ish, but again it's not too bad, but there is a little bit. The other part of the fuselage section just here again looks just the same as the opposite side. Very crisp. Internal stuff, I mean it's going to be all closed up because it's a drone, but yeah, no problems there. So our next bit of our sprue are going to be all our little bits and bobs. Right, so if I just pop that out and grab one of them, because you get 2, right, and we have all our propellers and all sorts of bits and bobs going on here. So yes, our rotor blades and stuff looking, you know, well detailed on there. Bit of the sort of pylon area as well, that is looking quite nicely detailed, especially on that 90-degree angle there. Right, so there's no kind of separate piece to throw on that. A couple of these panels that you stick onto the fuselage, different ones, different versions going on with that. We've got, I do believe, like the camera and the sensor area just here. Right, again the detail on them, recessed panel lines and rivets where they're due, and a few bits and bobs going on there. Ejector pin marks where they would be a problem, maybe not seen on a nasty places. Right, it does seem like they have taken care of them, not putting them anywhere where there's going to be detail, so pretty good there. Last sprue is going to be our clear parts, which there isn't much. I mean, it's just like sensors and probably navigation lights and stuff like that. Right, if we just pop that off, right, and looking at that, looking pretty crystal clear as well for all our camera bits, navigation lights. Nothing major at all. Right, then we come to all our sort of instructions, photo etch and decals or decals. Right, so we get a little bit of photo etch, just a bit. I know it's 1 sheet, but it does double up to do both of these drones as well. So if we just get you nicely in the light there, a lot of it's just kind of blank pieces, just kind of making it so it's just nice and thin to be a bit nicer on the model, but not really any detail on there. all sorts of little bits going on there. Nice little bit of an extra, not too bad. The decals, right, we have 2 sets of decals. If I just get one of these out, yes, as you can see, we do have, I mean, it does look in registry, the colours don't look too bad, the small writing does look readable. It does have like a metallic silver sort of finish to it as well. Do like the sort of transformer thing going on here, but you might be able to just see that the film that it's printed on is a lot bigger than actually the print. It's probably not needed so much. I mean, you could probably cut that down a little bit. Same with these markings as well. I mean, there's a lot of actual decal film compared to what is printed on there, so you could probably cut a lot of that off, but they should be good. It's a little bit hit and miss, I think, with Takom. I know I've heard a few people kind of say, yeah, them good, some say they're a little bit, but anyway, instructions, which again, we're talking Takom here. Takom is good. They normally have good fitting, pretty good quality models, but I have kind of learnt a bit over a couple of models that I've done. Their instructions can be lacking sometimes, and this is one of them as well. So we have a little bit of a description of the actual aircraft itself. Nice bit of picture, good quality paper. Does show you your sprues and your decals and what you should actually have in the kit. Now this is where it gets confusing, because they don't actually kind of explain anything or actually put words to the paper. All we have here is A, B, C and D, which makes it kind of confusing. Basically, you've got 4 different configurations you can have this in, and you need to sort of pick which one. Okay, so if we kind of skip to the end of this booklet here, right, we will have the markings, which we do have 4 nice markings, right, which this is kind of like the problem. We do seem to show you where the decals go, which are good. Does show the color callouts, which are ammo callouts as well. Doesn't show you a bottom or top of the for the color callouts or any decals or anything like that. But it doesn't tell you which one of these matches up to that A, B, C or D configuration. So you've kind of got to look at very carefully a bit of sort of go into, I know this is getting maybe a bit confusing, but go into here, do a bit of spot the difference, what's the differences on A, and make them match up with whichever markings look to be configuration A, and so forth for B, C and D. So you kind of like pick the one you want, which, let's face it, we're probably going to do the transformer one just here. So we've got to work out which one is that, which, looking at the nose, it's going to be, if we go back to the front, looking at the nose, it's going to be either A or B. It's not going to be C or D. So then we've got to kind of do again a bit of spot the difference between them. Yes, it could have been helped by just putting a simple A, B and C, D on the color callouts, but hey, there you go. So let's move along. Now it gets a bit more confusing again, not many words to kind of explain what's going on, but what we have here is it just says B, C and D, right? So on B, C and D, you get to just choose whether you want to drill out these holes inside the fuselage section to have whatever on it. So, but you don't do it with A, right? That is basically what I'm on about. But you get this confusing thing as we go along, where again we've got A, B, C, and D. So basically, if you're going to do, say, variant A, you need to ignore them 3. Okay, and then you move over and you go, okay, there's A, ignore B, ignore C and D. So yeah, little bit sort of confusing how they do it, but in all fairness, once you kind of get your head round it and work out what they kind of mean, do you know what, it does seem to show you where it's kind of going. They do show you where the photo etch is going. It is a shame that they show no color callouts whatsoever for any of the little itty bitty little bits here and there. It's just what color callouts they show is just on this bit just here. So yes, it does seem to show you, yes, it does seem like it will be an easy build. I mean, to be fair, it's just 2 fuselage halves coming together. Put your little bits of different versions on there and a bit of a tail section at the back by the looks of it. Do the bottom section here with the skids on. Do the nose section depending on which one you choose, and you're pretty much there by the looks of it. I mean, it just brings that together. Building this, I mean, maybe this nose cone area, be careful, do some test fit and stuff. Then the propellers on, and well, the rotor blades, and you're basically there. It's done. I mean, it should be a quick, easy build, even though the instructions are a bit there. But there you go, and there's your 4 different markings that you can choose from. So there we go, all in all. Now, first off, this kit was new tooled in 2022, so pretty new tool. So looking at it, yes, it does look like a new tool. Should go together, fingers crossed it goes together rather nicely. It is going to cost you about £50 though. It does RP at £50, but then it is 2 kits in one. It is what is it? It is 1/35th scale, so it's on a big scale. So not a bad price. If you kind of look at it, it's kind of like £25 per model technically. So yeah, all in all, yeah, the plastic looks good. Looks like it's going to go together lovely surface detail. No sort of nasty flash or ejector pin marks or anything like that. Decals, they do look good. It's just the only thing I can grumble about is, the instructions. I mean, come on, Takom, you need to kind of up your game when it comes to instructions. I've been building your Apache over there, and they are lacking. But it should get you there if you kind of like concentrate and sort of work it out. You should get there. So yeah, still definitely a big thumbs up. And I wouldn't mind building it. I mean, it seems like a nice, quick, easy sort of mojo boosting build. So other than that, hopefully you have enjoyed. So until next time, as always, my name is Bob Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I'll catch you later.